Okay, we're at step 2. I just did step 1 of my Seint makeup, which is the main highlight like foundation, just to kind of even out my skin tone, cover up any spots that I didn't want showing. And as we get older, our skin thins. Not only spots, sun damage, and those kind of things bubble up to the surface, but also some unflattering colors, typically cooler colors like blues and purples. A lot of times the colors are not flattering and they kind of clash with each other, and it just robs the youthfulness of our face. And so the main highlight, the foundation, is going to cover that. Now for step 2, we're going to do the brightening highlight. Brightening highlight is a little bit lighter, a couple shades lighter than your main highlight, and that is going to give brightening accents to your face, just as if you were painting a portrait or painting an apple. You would put light in the center of that to kind of bring it out and bring some light accents and to kind of accentuate the 3D look. And you want to do the same thing with your face. So we're going to do that towards the center of my face, and then we're also going to use it as a concealer as well. So if you watched step 1, you saw how teeny tiny of an amount that I used for it, and I'm going to use even less of the brightening highlight. And this time, again, you can use your fingers if you want. I prefer brushes for a more airbrushed look. And I'm going to use the detail brush. I like the little tiny end because it's kind of like a little bunny tail. It's really soft and it's good for getting in those small areas like we're going to be doing for the brightening highlight. And so the center of my face. So the things that we want to lighten is like between our brows, which usually in people has a little bit of redness or pink to it anyway. Down the center of the nose, Cupid's bow, top of my chin, and a little bit in my under eye. I'm not too dark there today. Don't want to get too heavy, and I'm just kind of stippling it on. I'm mostly focusing it on the areas that are darkest in my under eye. And some people can get away with just putting it on the inside and the outside, but I have a little too much color here and darkness and veins to hide. And so I need to put a little on the center too, but I just do it lightly and I just kind of stipple it on. And then the last area that is usually overlooked and makes such a big difference is to put your brightening highlight on your eye area. And I used to use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer and it worked fine. I liked it, but I like my brightening highlight for this even more. It does just as well, if not better, and it's way cheaper. And it already is in my palette, and so I don't have to worry about carrying anything extra, having a tube to stop and open. I just grab it just like I'm doing a paint palette and grab it right from my palette. The reason we prime our eyelids is, number 1, it really brightens up your face. We all have like little veins and discolorations, purples, greens, yellows there. Some people have more than others. Some people are really dark up there. To cover all of that up just brightens the face and wakes you up instantly. So even if I'm not going to be wearing eyeshadow, but I want kind of a polished look, I will still do that just to kind of brighten things up. But also, if you do wear eyeshadow, then it is going to give that grip and help things stick. That is the trick that will keep your eyeshadows from muddying together, from creasing, and it'll keep everything sharp and pigmented and just as fresh as when you put it on. Even if that's 2 days later, it's going to stay perfect. If you are not going to be wearing eyeshadow after you've primed your eyes, we'll need to set that with powder. So still fits right into your palette, but that will keep this cream from creasing, and then it's perfectly set. You can wear mascara and you're ready to go. So this was step 2, the brightening highlight. First we started with the main highlight, which is like your foundation. Now I did the brightening highlight, which are the brightening accents and the concealer. And next in step 3, I'll be back with contour. I'll be back for step 3.